with this idea?
So I've always loved dolls, even though, even I was a grown kid, I played with dolls kind of long. And then I also was a fashion design major in college. Then I was an artist, graphic designer. And so I also just, all those things just came together. When my niece was born, I created a doll for her in her own image because it's so many times, especially during those days, which was not that long ago, that wasn't any dolls that looked like us. I mean, I think we can find them everywhere now, but my thing was back then I couldn't even find a doll for the Christmas, an angel for the top of the Christmas tree. And my mom and I looked everywhere, so I make her one. So after making this Christmas tree doll and this doll for my niece, people were like, "Oh, you should do this." So I started to make them and have shows. And then I also was a volunteer at Washington, D.C. museum called the Smithsonian. But it was the Anacostia Museum that was about the Museum of the Upper South. It's changed to the Community Museum now. But I was volunteering for them, and they had a show of doll makers, quilters, and watercolorists. One of them happened to be my teacher, by the way, from college, but also they wanted me to do a workshop for the kids that were come to visit. And when they came, I did a doll making workshop. And as they were doing the workshop, I could see so many kids were like struggling, and most of them were brown and black, and they were choosing light skins and blonde hair and blue eyes, which none of us are going to say is not attractive. It's just that it wasn't in their image. And I would ask some of them if I could help them make it look like them. And they were apprehensive at first, but once I started to like mimic their clothes, make the hair in braids, or have a shirt for a boy and give him some kind of staff, um, they just, after they finished, the way they were looking at the doll and kind of giggling made me think to myself, they've never really seen themselves. Even though this was a doll that was representative, it was almost like, oh my God, I might be beautiful after all.